Welcome back. We are here with Lindsey Morris, and he is the chairperson of this year's Rotary auction. And we're going to be talking a little bit about the live program the first week of December and some of the exciting items that you can bid on this year. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
So can you just tell us in a nutshell what the Rotary auction is, maybe a little bit of the history?
Sure. So the history of this auction is that this is our 44th year, and the main purpose of this auction is to raise funds, and those funds get turned around and donated to various local organizations, nonprofit, in the Metro West area. And for many, many years, this was done through strictly a live auction. And for the last 4 years, we've changed the process a little bit, and now we're doing it a combination of online as well as live. Excellent.
And can you give folks a few examples of what the funds are specifically used for?
Sure. So, you know, many local organizations send requests into our club for monies, and the club sits down and figures out what organizations are worthy of those funds. And those could be funds for the YMCA, the Boys and Girls Club. The local access TV is one that we've done. We've done to the Pearl Street Food Pantry. But those are just a few. There's over a dozen, usually, organizations that get monies from this auction.
And why is it important that people donate and buy from the Rotary auction?
Well, what's important is that they have to realize that all the monies that we raise get turned around and donated back to the local organizations. It's a way for them to help support those organizations by helping us by bidding and buying these items, and that's how this process really works.
Can you tell us just a little bit about Rotary itself?
Sure. So Rotary is I like to describe it as a community-based organization. There are many different local Rotary clubs throughout the state of Massachusetts. We call ourselves Framingham Rotary, although in our case we handle Framingham, Ashland, Hopkinton, and Holliston. So what we try to do during the year are various fundraising activities like this auction for the purposes of then taking those monies and redistributing it back out into the community. Sometimes we have a very specific purpose for those funds, and sometimes, as with the auction, we look at it a little broader scope and look at various different community organizations that might need money, and that's what the purpose of these funds are for. Rotary has an international part of it, and one of the things, or best known things that people know right now, is Rotary International is really the reason why polio has essentially been wiped out in this world. And that's a tremendous accomplishment that was done really by one Rotarian in the world deciding that this was going to be his goal, and was able to get all the other Rotary clubs throughout the world. It's a worldwide organization. So it's a very unique organization from that standpoint.
So just to wet people's whistle with the auction, can you tell us what a few items that you're looking forward to?
Sure. So we have some, we call the more expensive or nicer items. We'll have sports tickets to all the professional sports teams here in the Boston area. We have someone that donates I believe a week at a timeshare down in Florida. We have a local liquor store in the area that's been able to get some very expensive wines that will be on the website for bidding.
And just to finish up, what do you want people to know about the Rotary auction?
So a few things. Number one is we want people to be able to go online and bid. That's most important. They can donate items. We're still looking for items to be donated. We are actually still looking for sponsorships. That's extremely important. And we're looking for sponsorships for this auction. So those two things are still available. You can go to the FraminghamRotary.org website, and through that website you'll be able to find out how you go in terms of donating an item or sponsoring.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And I want to remind you to tune in to the live show for the Rotary auction here on Access Framingham, which is happening on Tuesday, December 8th from 7:30 to 9, and Wednesday, December 9th from 8 to 10 p.m. You can take a look at all the items live, and you can help us count down the bell at 10 p.m. And remember that bidding is live starting right now, so you can go to biddingforgood/Framingham Rotary/2015 and place your bids.